Hey, thanks for coming to the page. My name's Dean. You know, there's a lot of stuff on this page about cancer screening and adverse drug reaction and some other things that is on this page. And I just wanted to encourage you to take advantage of what we're going to be telling you about. But as we do that, I want to tell you my story. Matter of fact, two stories. Back in 2002, my wife went to the doctor for her well woman visit and came home pretty upset. She said the doctor said he found something and he sent a bunch of stuff off to the lab and told us about 14 days we'd get results. Well, I want to tell you something. For me and her, that 14 days was literal torture. I mean, it was gut-wrenching waiting for that phone call. And of course, we were all hoping, you know, the phone call it was nothing, false alarm, but it wasn't. The doctor said, you and your husband need to come in. Well, I knew when the doctor called me in, that was not good. Sure enough, we got there, and he said, look, your wife has markers for ovarian cancer, meaning that the next marker was cancer. The next marker was cancer. We're going to have to do surgery quick so that she doesn't have cancer. So she had to undergo surgery for ovarian cancer. It went well. Here we are 17 years later, and she's done well through this whole process. But here's the sad part. The year before, I can't help but believe, the year before, if she'd been able to get her well woman visit, she probably wouldn't have had to have surgery at all. But we were between moving from somewhere we'd been a long time and her favorite doctor to to find a new doctor, and she missed her well woman visit. You see, I think and believe, and all the studies show, that early detection, pre-screening and early detection is the key. Well, fast forward about 16 years from that time, I get a phone call from a hysterical neighbor of my parents telling me, Dean, you have to come now. Your dad has Bill at gunpoint, accusing him of robbing the house. Now, this neighbor checked on my dad every day almost. My mom was in the nursing home for Alzheimer's, and Dad would go up and stay all day long and come home in the evening. And the neighbor would walk over and, you know, because we asked him to just check on Dad, make sure he was okay, make sure he was eating, all those kinds of things. But Dad had basically gone bonkers. He was delusional that this neighbor that he saw on a very regular basis was robbing his house. Well, by the time I got there, Bill had been able to talk my dad into putting the gun on the table. So we were able to get Dad to the hospital, the local little hospital there. And they didn't know what was wrong with him. So I just said, you know what? I'm taking Dad to the big metropolitan hospital where I live. And so we bagged everything up and took him. And we got there to the hospital, and he wasn't there maybe a few hours. And the doctor team came in and said, we got a pretty good idea based on this bag of medicine what's wrong with your dad. We're going to run some tests just to make sure, but we got a pretty good idea. Well, the next day, in consulting with me, they said, your dad is suffering from adverse drug reaction. There's several of these drugs that's in this bag that he shouldn't be on at all. His body can't handle them. Well, come to find out, Dad had 4 doctors. I knew that. But each doctor was prescribing something different to Dad for his problems that he was having, which was making him basically go bonkers. Okay, he was getting delusional, more delusional, and more delusional. And he was seeing things in the house, and he thought this neighbor was robbing him and all those kinds of things. Early detection is important, but also gene testing for medicine is important. So before the week was up and they got all the medicine out of his system, this team of doctors ran all these tests, and then they sat down and said, here's the medicine based on who your dad is and his genetic makeup of what he needs to be taken. I felt so relieved. I was able to take Dad home, and Dad lived out his days without seeing any more things or threatening any more neighbors or anything like that. Why? Because drug detection is important. Now, below this video right here, there's a green button, and when you click that button, you're going to be taken to a site where you can register for a no cost to you drug screening, adverse drug testing, screening, and several other components that you may qualify for at no cost to you. You say, well, how do they do that? Well, CareFree, Medicaid, Medicare, and insurance companies pay for that, because we all know that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And so let me tell you a little bit about what's going to happen there. Matter of fact, I'm going to walk you through what's going to happen when you click the green button so you know exactly what's going to go on with what's there. Okay? So we're going to go there. Let me show you what's going to happen. You're going to wind up at a site just like this right here. Just at a site just like this. And you're going to fill out the information that's right here on this form, right? You're going to fill it out. And once you fill it out, you're going to get an email with a link in there that says verify now. You're just going to click that link. And that link is going to take you back to the site, but it looks different because now you can click on right there and enter your information, your email and your password that you gave the system, and then click log in, and you'll be logged in this portal. It's your portal. It's your health record portal. And it keeps your information from outside eyes. Nobody sees it. It's HIPAA compliant. And then once you go inside, what you're going to see is you're going to see a screen that looks just like this. And so I'm gonna play this video right here for you so you know exactly what to expect. But you're very familiar with this process. If you go to a new doctor, you know that you're going to have to fill out a form that's going to ask you who you are and what your medications are. You're going to have to give them your driver's license and your insurance card so they can verify all the information. Well, this is not any different than doing that. But this video is going to walk you through it. And it's going to tell you about all those things that are over there on the sidebar and what each one of them are. Now, again, don't panic. Don't think, oh, no, a long form. It's not really long at all. You can click right through it. Not only that, you can do this on your phone as well. So let me play the video for you, okay, so you can kind of see what's going to happen in the transition here.
In this short video, I'm going to walk you through CareFree Now and show you how to benefit from CareFree Now. Now, CFN is your secure patient portal, and no one will have access to any of your medical information inside of CFN except for a licensed physician that will review your medical information to determine which services and/or treatment you may qualify for. You will not be asked anything in this system that you would not be asked at a routine doctor's visit. Now, your first step inside the system is to complete your profile. And once you complete your profile, the system will determine what services you may benefit from the most. Preventative services like genetic screening, medical services like pain management, and legal services like windfall payments that may be due to you. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to walk you through setting up your profile right now so that you can allow the system to go ahead and determine what you can benefit from the most in the system. So in the left-hand menu, what I'm going to do is I'm going to toggle my profile information, and then I'm going to click on personal info, and I'm going to start here. This is where I'll begin. And you'll notice that as I go through the system, different steps will unlock. So when I complete my personal info, I'll then go on to my coverage info, then my medical info, and then I'll get my results. And those results will tell me what I qualify for. Okay, so this is where we want to start. So we're going to start with our personal information. And you can see that it's very short. Your first thing that we're going to ask you inside the system is, what is your gender, your first name, your last name, date of birth, email address, and phone number. And when I click next, you just saw this change. I'm literally 33% done. So it's very, very quick to go ahead and fill out this information. You will be uploading some documents that you have on hand, which are things like your state-issued identification card or your insurance card. And once you're done with that, you'll get to the end of this and you will go ahead and see the results. All right, so this is what we're going to do in our profile. Once we're completed this, you can then move on to preventative care, medical care, and righting the wrongs, and I will see you in all of those different modules.
Okay, see, now that wasn't painful at all, was it? As a matter of fact, it's pretty simple for you to be able to do this. Now, let me tell you about a couple things that are going to happen on the inside there. You're going to be asked for a copy of your driver's license front and back and your insurance card front and back. Now, you may be thinking right now, oh no, I don't have a picture of that. What am I going to do? I don't know how to do that. That's okay, because you probably do know how to do that because you probably have a smartphone. Okay, and what you're simply going to do on your smartphone is just lay your driver's license down on a solid dark surface and take a picture of it, and then turn it over and take a picture of the back and save it to your photos. Same thing with your insurance card, right? So then what you're going to do when you get inside the portal and you get to that point, you can just log out, okay, then log in on your phone, upload the pictures from your phone at that place. You can just jump right back in where you were and You get there by simply just going to the opening your email in your email client and clicking on that Verify Now link, and it'll take you back to the login screen. Log in, go to where you were, where the pictures are that you need for your driver's license and your insurance card, and just upload them on your phone, because it works real well on your phone. But that's where you can store your pictures and then load them up and then continue the process either on your phone or log out and come back in if you're going to do it on a desktop, laptop, or tablet. I mean, that's how simple and easy it is. Now, I want to encourage you again. Believe me, as my granny said, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And look, it's no cost to you. You're not going to get any surprise bills or anything like that. Just simply click the button below and take advantage of this no cost to you pre-cancer screening adverse drug reaction testing in the privacy of your own home. You can't beat that. No doctor's appointment, no putting up with lines and doctor's appointments and waiting and sick people in the waiting room. You know how it is. Who wants to go to the doctor when there's sick people everywhere, right? Just do it from the privacy of your own home. So just click the green button, and I've already showed you what's going to happen. It's all going to look really familiar because now you know what to expect. Hey, thanks so much for doing this. And if you have loved ones or relatives as well, or friends or neighbors or people at your church or people in your civic organization, hey, pass the link on that got you to here to them and have them do it too. Because, hey, prevention, early detection by the American Cancer Society is the biggest preventer of people getting cancer and people having adverse drug reactions if we just get out there and make this known to people. See you later.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I'd thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start. If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I'd thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today.